What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV, man. I appreciate y'all checking in with me, man. We got a nice hot topic today, man. We're going to be touching on Lonzo Ball and the New Orleans Pelicans alongside Zion Williamson. It was a monster performance by the duo tonight, alongside Drew Holiday. We're going to get into all of that. The Pelicans won again tonight. They looking good. There's a lot of teams losing up top. Hopefully the Pelicans could sneak their way in there. They beat Memphis twice, so it's helping them. They claims shit. New Orleans. Listen, some people say, hey, it could go down. Pelicans can find their way in the playoffs, man. It's very possible. Um, Before we get into it, I need everybody to hit that like button and most definitely hit that subscribe button. It's Flight Sports TV, man. I appreciate y'all checking in with me, man. We're gonna definitely be bringing the content to the people. Um, Pelicans games, I like to bring the content to the people. You feel me? Pause. You know, um, I appreciate everybody that's checking in with the videos. Definitely, I can't say it enough. Anybody that watch one of my videos, I'm very appreciative. If you want to take your support to the next level, all the people that support the channel, that's rocking with the streams, you could donate to the platform. The link will be in the description box below this video. All right. So let's get right back into the topic. Okay. One more last thing. Anybody that's messing with the Super Bowl, y'all go check in with me. Subscribe to the channel. We're gonna be covering the Super Bowl. We're gonna recap the Super Bowl. So anybody that's rocking with the NFL scene, especially Super Bowl Sunday, hit that subscribe button. It's Flight Sports. So let's get right back into it. Lonzo Ball and Zion Williamson is obvious. It's evident. I mean, that it's something special brewing on that's going on right now with these two. It seems like they're in sync. Lonzo dropped 19, 8, and 6. If you want to call that a near triple double. Like I said, I told y'all, the people, so don't get alarmed when they're playing against subpar teams like Cleveland and he's not scoring as much. You see what happens when he's going up against a team that's in the way of the playoff spot, right? So I just think we need to slow things down. The Pelicans are doing what they have to do. Don't be surprised if it's the Pelicans versus the Los Angeles Lakers in the first round. The ratings will be through the roof. And it's going to be more competitive than people think. The Lakers probably will win, but it's going to be a lot more competitive. I believe they can get a game or maybe two. Definitely a game. I'm definitely predicting a game. It's a different dynamic than what they faced earlier in the season. So everything's kind of different now. Zion Williamson is he dropped 24 tonight, which is gonna be the norm for him. He's just coming. He's just getting healthy. So he's gonna look for him to just take a takeoff real soon. Him and Lonzo in the pick and rolls. Lonzo is finding him for these live passes. Lonzo is knocking down 3-pointers. Like, I'm telling you, remember what I told you. When Lonzo was in UCLA coming into the NBA, two of his comparisons was to LeBron James with the passing ability and the way he based his floor generalship, and then it was Steph Curry. Remember, Lonzo was a lights out shooter in college. Once he got to the NBA, then we was talking about the shot. That Lonzo was lights out, for years. You feel me? Please pay homage if y'all know. Once he got to the Lakers, Luke Walton or whatever staff they got, there's a lot of young players don't develop there. Maybe it's something going on with the training staff and the development staff in LA. Obviously, LA is not a destination for development. They seem like they're looking for quick fixes, microwave ovens and stuff like that. I mean, but let's see what happens. I like what I seen from Drew Holiday. I think the way the Pelicans is playing it's going to be very hard to move Drew Holiday. I don't see how and why. He fits. Drew Holiday fits. A lot of people are critical on Drew. Number one, I see why it is because number one, Drew Holiday is the number one trade asset for the New Orleans Pelicans. That's a massive trade piece. You could get a haul of talent, possibly a first rounder. You can get some pieces for Drew. You could possibly get a young player, a veteran in the first round, or a combination of the two for Drew. So it's something that the Pelicans obviously is figuring it out. But I'll say you hold on to him and run it back next season. If even hold on to JJ too, because we all know why they screwed up is because they basically is because they weren't healthy in the start of the season. Lonzo was hurt, Brandon was hurt, Brandon was in and out. Zion missed damn near half the season. Shit, hell, good guys. Um, Favors in and out. Shit, Hayes. Hayes has some crazy comments too. We're gonna get into that too. There's a lot of politics in the game, people. But I just definitely have to bring this to the people, man. What are your thoughts, man, on the New Orleans Pelicans, man? Like I said, I'm predicting there's a possibility they can make the playoffs. I'm like 50-50. Only because there's a lot of teams that's battling ahead of them. You know, the season is young, but I'm not saying they can. I just feel like they're in for an uphill battle. They got to play perfect. You know, that's the only way it's gonna get done. They got to play perfect. You know, that's the only way I see them making the playoffs. And I hope they make the playoffs. I'm rooting for them to make the playoffs. I just know it's going to be a battle. But next season, like I said, top 5, guaranteed, period. The New Orleans Pelicans is going to be a force to be reckoned with in the future. I'm trying to explain this to the people. A force. Wait till Zion Williamson turn into the Zion that we know. Trust me. Monster. Okay? He's going to be a force. They're underrated defensive team as well. A lot they beat up on Memphis. And Memphis, it seems like they got Memphis's number. Memphis doesn't seem like they match up well with New Orleans. New Orleans got a lot of weapons. Very underrated squad. Brandon Ingram just coming off All-Star. You know, B.I. was trying to do his thing. You know, I like what the Pelicans do. They all share the basketball. They want each other to do well. You know, and that's all you could really much say and think. You know, that's what you want. That's all you want from a basketball team, man. I need y'all to let me know your thoughts on what's the deal. What was your thoughts on the game tonight? John Morant and Zion Williamson exchanged jerseys. You know, obviously paying homage. You know, they go way back from South Carolina. You know, and I looking at New Orleans and looking at Memphis. Not to say Memphis is a bad organization, but you look at all the pieces on the floor for New Orleans. Zion is in a way better situation than all the rookies. If you start to look at some of these rookies, Zion is in probably the best situation. R.J. Barrett is in turmoil. John Moran is the one-man show with Jaren Jackson. Pay homage to Jaren Jackson. He doing his thing, but he's not emerged to all-star status yet. He will be though. Jaren Jackson to make an all-star team, definitely in 2 years. He'll be a perennial all-star. Jaren Jackson is the truth. But I'm just saying Zion is just I haven't seen a rookie come into the league in position like this maybe since Derrick Rose. And Derrick Rose damn near single-handedly took the team there. They just had some decent complementary pieces. You know, but I haven't seen a rookie come into the league with this type of, I'm trying to think who. Seriously, this team is just ready to just take off. New Orleans got a lot of options. But nonetheless, they beat down on Memphis tonight. Like I said, they stomped on them, crushed them. They got their number. New Orleans, the Pelicans own the Grizzlies. This season, at least. And we're going to leave it at that, though. It's Flight Sports TV, man. I wanted to bring the special edition to the people, man. Lonzo Ball is the truth. Pay homage. It's Flight Sports. Young Patrick Mahomes with the rack. Dudes can't see Lonzo with the passing, man. I'm telling you. Lonzo Ball is a top 3 passer in basketball. He's my favorite. I think he's arguably, like I said, he's top 3. Period. He's top 5, arguably top 3, guaranteed. How about that? There's a lot of options, but I'm rolling with top 3. But I'm just showing some love because I know how it could go. But it's flight sports, man. And once Lonzo figured this thing out, I told you the points was gonna elevate. Those assist numbers are going to elevate next season. Don't be surprised if Lonzo is hovering around a triple-double or damn near every other game. We're going to leave it at that. Donate to the platform. The link will be in the description box below this video. Also in the comment section. Shout out to the members, man. It's Flight Sports. Subscribe right now.